What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Almost Anything podcast. I am Dylan Johnson, and I'm joined here by
Charlie Peretti, and we are joined with our guest, Caleb Stockstill.
Hello, guys.
So today, this episode's all about the new Fortnite season, Chapter 4, Season 4. When this episode comes out, September the 6th of 2023, the new season has only been out for 11 days, so it's basically brand new, and we're going to be talking about everything you need to know and our opinions and what we think about the new season.
So the first thing we're going to be doing is me and Dylan have a little heat going on, a little beef between each other because Dylan thinks that the Fortnite song Race to the Horizon is better, but I think the Fortnite song Hungry for the Chase is better. So we're going to play both of them for you to hear today, and you guys in the comments will vote which one is better.
This is Caleb's first time listening to both of these songs, so this is going to be his honest reaction.
So the first one we're going to play is Hungry for the Chase, and these both songs are from Chapter 4, Season 4.
Pull up on the street, doing wheelies at your curb. Yeah, show up at your door like I'm entering your world. But I gotta keep it moving cause I'm good at what I do. Sophisticated sneak when I'm rolling with my crew. I flip the script like dough because you would never know just who you're talking with. Call me incognito though. You might not know my name, but I'm the center of the show. A lion out of cage and I'm unpredictable. I know you never saw it coming. What I got cooking in the oven. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Leave 'em hungry for the chase. Gotta get away. Gotta get away. Leave 'em hungry for the chase. I'm the driver, the conniver. I can handle anything the job requires. I'm the driver, the conniver. I always get away, that's why I'm hired. Won't call me a thief when I'm handling my business. I'm on a winning streak, everybody about to witness. I gotta keep it moving, I'm not trying to rendezvous. In and out is my mystique without leaving them a clue. I know you never saw it coming.
So that was Hungry for the Chase, which Charlie thinks that song is better. The next song is my favorite, which I think is better, which is called Race for the Horizon.
Okay, and that was Race to the Horizon. Caleb, which one's better?
Hungry for the chase.
Exactly.
So Race to the Horizon is kind of like a bop that you can like listen to while waiting for a game. And I think it's like very catchy, and it's just very like simple and easy to like enjoy. And at least my lyrics isn't talking about an oven.
The next thing we're going to be talking about is the new like way to travel around the map. It's called the Rocket Ram, and Caleb's going to give his opinion on what he thinks about it.
I kind of think, I mean, it's good. It's good to get around the map, but it's because some people can just shoot you out of the sky from it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have gotten shot out of the sky a
Yeah.
couple times. And it does just enough damage when you actually like hit somebody head on that'll give you a little bit of an advantage, but it's really not that much.
And
So it's kind of like mixed depending on
Yeah.
which side you're on.
and my brother uses it a lot, and he dies a lot while trying to use it. He's
It-
only gotten 1 kill from it.
It kind of makes you vulnerable. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
So compared to the shockwave hammer, the kinetic boomerang, and the kinetic katana, like all the previous seasons like special weapons, this is by far the best. You can move, it's like the best for mobility than all the other items. The cooldown's long, but it's like you go like very far. And it does 50 damage, which I say like if you're getting attacked by it, it's not too much for you to like to where the fight's like favored against you. You can still easily win that fight. And if you're attacking someone, that 50 damage can also just be enough to like win that battle. So I think it's just super good for mobility and like all that stuff. So 2 days ago, I was playing with the rocket ram, and I saw someone shooting on my visual sound effects. I was going towards them. I launched towards them, and they sniped at me, and I got launched like across the map. So basically what I did was I rocket rode a sniper bullet, which I was like so confused, but I looked it up, and the odds of it is like 1 in 100 million. And I actually made a YouTube short on it over on my channel called MFOF, and it's honestly crazy. It's probably one of the rarest things I've ever done. So yeah, you should go check that out. But yeah, that's something that can happen if you're playing the game. So watch out.
Yeah, go subscribe to MFOF.
So next we're gonna talk about the business turret, which is another new item this season. I personally think it's super overpowered. Like you can throw it down, and if you're on solos, your enemy basically just has like a second teammate, and it's just you're basically destined to lose against it, and you're not gonna win. Cause even though it only does like 7 damage a second, that adds up like super fast.
Yeah, but it's like it's very, very, like it doesn't miss shots. So I'd want it to do one of two things. One, it either doesn't shoot as fast, or sometimes it will either like miss and you can dodge it, or like it's not as accurate. Basically, I do think they need to nerf it a little, because people can like throw it behind you and then like hide, and that kind of takes you out while you're trying to look for them. And I have died before to people doing that, so it is kind of a disadvantage when you don't know there's somebody there. So we're also going to be talking about the main thing of every season of every Fortnite season ever has had a battle pass. So all the skins this season are Kabelame, Nolan Chance, Piper Pace, Fish Thick, May, Antonia, Coda Thorn, and Ahsoka Tano.
So, for Nolan Chance being a level 1 skin, I honestly think it's one of the best skins in the Battle Pass, and let alone one of the best level 1 skins we've had in a while. People like actually kind of like hate the skin a lot, but I honestly think it's one of the best. Also, Kato Thorn, I like him a lot, but Kabi Lame, I think Epic kind of just like put that in the game and nobody expected it, but they did super well with it, and like everybody loves it. So I say they did that one really well. The secret skin, Ahsoka Tano, I like it a lot. While we're recording this, we don't know any of her backblings and other stuff because it's still private and it hasn't been released yet. But maybe we'll talk about it later once it comes out in a future episode. But yeah, I honestly like that skin a lot, and they designed it really well. The next segment we're going to talk about is the new POIs. The new ones are called Sanguine Suits, Eclipse Estate, and Relentless Retreat. So, I honestly think these are some pretty cool POIs. It's kind of like a new like beach theme. The water's like clearer. It's super cool. There's also a bunch of new bosses everywhere. And I think Fortnite or Epic Games did a really good job, like trying not to make the bosses super difficult. Like you can like go like get in and out and get like the mythics, and it's like super easy because the bosses and their henchmen are a lot more easier this season.
Okay, the 3 new main vaults that you have to defeat a boss and get the key card for I actually really like because the bosses aren't that hard to defeat, and you get a bunch of really good weapons from defeating them and getting in the vault.
So a new thing you can find in the vaults is all the old mythics that everybody loved. So the thing about the Fortnite seasons is that like you would get a new mythic that everybody loved, but then in like 3 months it's gone. So, but a thing they did, which I love the way they did it, the main villain, he has a time machine and he goes back in the past, and he gets all the old mythics from the season, and each vault carries 4 of them, and you get to choose only one. So I just like the fact that you can get all the old mythics that everybody loves back. Like some examples are the Midas's drum gun, Tina Boombo, the Rock's MK, which absolutely shreds from across the map. It'd be pretty cool if we got new mythics throughout the season. Like one goes and like a new one's back. It would be like Brutus's minigun replaces like the Tina Boombo, because not a lot of people like the Boombo. And I think they can just easily take it out and replace it with like a new one, and it'll fit well with the storyline, and people like it a lot. So I think that's one thing they can do that people like. So one thing I like about the season is that he kept the jungle, which I love the jungle, and so I'm glad they didn't even touch it. Like the mud's here, everything's here, so I'm glad that's here. They brought snipers back, which I love. They have new weapons and stuff, but yeah. So me and Charlie have a theory that whenever you land at that little castle, POI, which Charlie can bring up an image on the screen right now. It's not really named, but Kabilame, that's where he spawns, and he's in this tiny little hut / house, and there's one chest in there, and whenever you try to go in, he either usually blocks you trying to go in or blocks you trying to go out, into where you can't like exit the door unless you pickaxe him or you break a wall. And we have a theory that Epic programmed him to do that, so you have to break the wall, like in the trailer when Fishstick breaks through the wall, and then Kabilame like does his emote, and he's like, seriously, there's a door right here. So I think that's like what they're trying to do, because no other AI or bot on the map does that. So we think Kabilame is just programmed to do that.
I do have one thing to say about that, though. Since we have thought of that, I have tried to like move way back into the back of the house thing that he's in, and he has kind of followed me in there, and you can kind of go out the door. So I think it's just because it's like a smallish area that that he kind of gets just stuck in that door frame, because he's like, I guess he's not programmed to go really close to you.
So right now we're gonna talk about the schedule, cause this is the first episode, and it's co-hosted by me, Dylan Johnson, and Charlie Peretti right here. Say hi.
Hello.
And right here in this episode we have a special guest, Caleb. He might be here sometimes. He might be here he might be here a lot. He might be here a little. But this is definitely not the last time you'll see him in the podcast. And we will definitely have other guest stars. But the main 2 people is me and Charlie. But since this is the first episode, you don't really know the schedule or what we're doing yet. But Almost Anything podcast, this basically means we're going to talk about almost anything. This is not a Fortnite podcast or a video game podcast. Like, we will literally talk about anything throughout, like, current events or, like, sports stuff or, like, new games. Just about anything. Like, we might even do an episode all about shoes in the future. It's going to be edited by Charlie Peretti until Christmas, when I can edit more stuff. But, the schedule is, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesdays and Sundays. So yeah, twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays, 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time will be our schedule. And yeah, also in the future we might try to get webcams, and I can be in different locations and stuff, but that's not until Christmas, when I can get some more stuff. I hope you like this episode. I believe we're done here. You want to take it over, Charlie?
Yeah. So me and Dylan are both kind of 2 YouTubers coming together. We both have channels. Dylan MFOF and me, Charlie Perrette, but everybody calls me Peretti because that's how it looks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. As Dylan said, we are going to be doing anything, because that's the name of the podcast.
Almost anything.
Yeah, almost anything. But we might even take suggestions from you guys. But yeah, I guess we will see you guys the next podcast Sunday, 9:30 Central Time.
Also, we're gonna be doing some WWE stuff, and Charlie, he's gonna specialize in that. So like we're talking about SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. But also, if you wanted our YouTube channels, both of them are gonna be in the description of every single podcast. And down in the comments, you can just let us know some suggestions, or just like tell us what you want from us, and we'll probably respond. But yeah, this is just episode 1. We'll do many more, we hope. But yeah, bye guys.
Bye.
See ya!